Ladies and gents, put your hands together for the king of custom that is Andy Saunders. Now then, there's a few people here.
There's a lot more people than what I thought there were going to be.
Hey, don't underestimate your popularity, sir. There's a few people here, though, who are new to you and new to what you do. So, very quickly, explain to us all what it is you do.
Well, I build custom cars, and I just love the creation of the bodywork and the sculpture. Underneath of it, there's lots of different genres in our hobby, hot rods and that, and they all go for speed. I just like doing stuff with shapes.
So here, your latest one, what's it called?
It's called the Daroo. When it was designed in 1967, the designer, they made the Dodge Dart in 67, and Daroo means spear.
Okay.
And when you see the shape of it, you know why they called it that. That was the designer. I can't think of his name. He called it the Daroo when it was first drawn.
Got you. Right, now can we see the car before? Right, so when was this picture taken?
That picture was taken January the 13th.
Right, hold it up and show everyone. That's what was taken. That's how the car arrived at Andy's workshop on January 13th this year. Now just quick check. That is... What was that? That was about 6 months ago.
1,200 hours ago.
1,200 hours ago, but about 6 months ago.
Yeah,
so
I haven't slept then.
You haven't slept. I'm not making any sort of comment about your appearance. So, I mean, it looks different, certainly from the front, because that's flat nose. This absolutely is not.
The extension on the front is 17 inches from that panel there is about there on the car, 17 inches longer at the front, 10 inches shorter at the back.
Wow.
So he moved the proportions as such, lengthened the front and stubbed the back.
Amazing. Well,
when I went to the paint place to choose the colour, the guy came out and I showed him a picture on the phone and he said, how do you start even thinking about something like that? And I said, well, you cut 10 inches off the back of a really nice car and you have to learn quite quickly.
I was going to say, that actually looks like a really nice example.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't nice, but it wasn't horrible.
Does it look nicer in the pictures than it did in real life?
It does, yeah.
Right, okay, well, enough of us talking about what it was. Mm-hmm. Are you ready to unveil it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this big moment? Yeah! Right, okay, so you've got a glamorous assistant who I've been told you are paying handsomely. Right then, here we go then, ladies and gents. The big reveal. Take it away. Crikey, that is something special. Ladies and gents, put your hands together. Wow. What have you made here? This looks absolutely amazing. We should have known it was going to be orange from the shirt.
I bought this just for the launch.
Hang on, did you buy the shirt for the car or did you paint the car for the shirt?
No, that's the correct colour when it was launched in 67.
It looks fantastic. Right, let's talk about this then. So we've got 17 inches to now. That's not going to be approved by the DVLA, I'm sure.
That period in time, everything in America was really sharp, and that's actually no sharper than like a Thunderbird of the time.
Really?
So they were just accentuated.
Yeah.
This looks possibly more accentuated because of the lines of the grille that follow.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got these beautiful... Can I ask, how have you made those?
Well, that grille there was made by this very clever chap, Rob, there,
oh, really?
who does stainless steel.
So yeah, there you go. Now you can see. Did he tell you what he was doing, or did he just come and say, I need these pipes doing this? He did tell you. Oh, that's okay then, because I was going to say, if you were expecting that to be some central heating system, you're in for a bit of a shock. But let's not beat around the bush. What have you done here?
That's exactly as the original one was. It's dummy Hilborn injection stacks. No one ever done them melted. A lot of the Mopar stuff in the 60s and 70s had them leaning forward for drag cars.
Yeah.
But this was just for show. And that was done by those 8 tubes were manufactured by a bloke called Pete Holloway, who's a friend of mine.
Andy, it looks like it's swallowed a brass band.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, and the colour now is really starting to come out. You've got a bit of pearlescent in there, a bit of glitter in there.
The pinstripe is as it should be as well. But we only got that on Friday, and as soon as that went on, it broke the panel so that the colour actually looks better on every face of the panel.
Yes, yeah, I can see why, because I can imagine it looked quite flat-sided almost.
It did, yes, yeah.
Now we've got huge pipes down the side, so I'm assuming we've kept the engine pretty much untouched.
It's all running as it was. That's all just standard under the bonnet.
Fantastic. And inside, crikey, this look. No way. I don't know. You'll have to have a look inside here, lady. It's got an old CRT monitor. That is brilliant.
Telephone as well.
No.
Everything in the 60s. If you look at the El Camino over there, that's kind of the same. It was a thing in the 60s. They just had to have in-car entertainment, which was a TV.
Please tell me you've got that linked to a reversing camera.
No, I haven't. No.
It's fantastic.
I need a front camera with a dark windscreen.
Yeah, you do. I mean, the glass. That is quite something.
Yeah, it's very dark to see through.
Yeah.
But it's exactly as... The thing is, I wanted to try and make it as the original design.
Yes.
And the fact I can't see out of it's just one of those things, really.
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You're not going to drive it that far.
Even the steering wheel, as Matt will love me to say, even the steering wheel's upside down.
You put the steering wheel on upside down. Oh,
well, it actually gives me more vision above the wheel.
You've thought of that excuse since he pointed it out this morning. All of this, is this all metal? Or is it... It's all steel?
Bit of filler here and there.
I mean, that's I was expecting you to say, no, there's quite a lot of fiberglass, but that is some work.
I can't use fiberglass. I don't do fiberglass very well.
And what about the back then? So you said you took 10 inches off the back?
Yeah, the boot lid, it was a 4-seater. So this line here is on where the original window used to be. Yeah. And then the back seat used to finish about there.
Yes.
That's been panelled in. The boot lid's been panelled in and then cut off here. And then I've made all of the back. That's all steel again.
So can you get in the back?
You can. You have to go in from behind the front seat.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic. So when you've gone down to the supermarket, you put all your shopping in, and you give it a boot full, and it all slides all the way back there.
If you buy a load of bamboo or something, it goes straight in.
That's fantastic. Absolutely glorious. Ladies and gents, those are right. What do you think? Isn't it fantastic? There's nods. I think he deserves a massive round of applause, don't you think? Ladies and gents, put your hands together for Daroo.